Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Nev here on Rainbow Tarot UK. If you are new, then welcome. It's lovely to have you here, joining me for your first figure card reading with me. I hope you find it enjoyable and helpful. And if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, then obviously a massive thank you, as always, for all your loyalty, support and love that you show me by coming back and listening and having readings with me. So I really appreciate that. So today we're looking at, your love interest, the person on your mind, and we're asking, do they really feel the way you think they do, or are they feeling something different? So we've got 3 piles to choose from, and I've used the one of the many rainbow tarot decks that there are. This is just one of them. And pile number 1 is the 4 of Wands here. That is pile number 1. And that's also with the fluorite stone, the beautiful fluorite stone here. Okay. Pile number 2 is the 7 of Cups. So there we go, 7 of Cups. And that is with this little heart that I've got with this lovely little angel inside. So there you go, pile number 2. And then pile number 3 is the Temperance card. And that is with the blue butterfly. There we go. So those are your 3 piles to choose from. Go for the pile that seems to be the one that's kind of like drawing you in the most. But if you, like me, like I have sometimes when I watch readings, I might feel a slight draw or attraction to another pile, and maybe I want to listen to that because it might have messages for me. But it's up to you. It's a reading and you can listen to as many piles as you like. But otherwise, I'll see you really soon in your reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number 1, and welcome back to your reading. So today we're looking at your person of interest, aren't we? And we're asking, do they really feel the way you think they do, or something different to that? So you have chosen to come into the reading under the 4 of Wands here. Super, from the Rainbow Tarot deck, or one of the many Rainbow Tarot decks that there are. This is just one version. Plus the beautiful fluorite here, which I'm just going to put up here so that we can see it in our reading. Lovely. Okay, super duper. So let's get straight to it. So how are you all doing? Is everyone doing well? As I'm shooting this reading, I have realised, or I saw, that it's International Moon Day, the 20th of July. That's when I'm shooting this reading. So I thought I'd get my moon out here. There you go. Which I thought was lovely to have a day dedicated to the moon, really, because it's always fascinating us, isn't it? It always fascinates us. You know, it never ceases to fascinate us, really. So anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. But yeah, so I'm doing great. I hope you are too. Drop me a comment, let me know how you're doing. Reminding you, as always, it's a general reading, so please just take the messages that resonate with you, and it's timeless. So let's get straight to it. Now, what I'm going to do in this, because we're asking, do they really feel the way you think they do? We need to find out and work out how you think they're feeling. So that's what we're going to do first of all. So we're going to look at how you think they feel about you, or they feel about you in the connection, and that's a good way as well of you checking and making sure it's the right pile for you. So let's get some tarot first, actually. So how does pile number 1 think their person currently feels about them? How does pile number 1 think their person currently feels about them? How do they think their person currently feels about them? So we've got the 5 of Wands, we've got the 9 of Cups, I don't want all of those. We've got the Queen of Wands. How does pile number 1, think their person currently feels about them? We have the Hangman, the Queen of Swords, and we have the 7 of Swords. Okay. So the overarching energy is the 7 of Swords. It's a little bit of a tricky energy, right? There's a couple of ways. So the overarching energy is this energy. What I feel is that maybe you think this person is maybe not being honest with their feelings. Maybe they haven't been, or maybe they're somebody that you think is possibly dishonest or not honest, or they're not being open and honest with you. They're not being open and honest with you about how they are feeling. So maybe you think they're keeping their feelings hidden, or they're holding back on their feelings, or they're it's difficult to read. Maybe you're thinking it's difficult to read their feelings, or maybe you don't trust. There's an element of not trusting them, or you feel that or maybe you feel they have feelings for you, but they can't bring them out, or they're not being open, or they're hiding them, or being secretive about them. I think you think that they are very much attracted to you, with the Queen of Wands here. And also that they know that you are a force to be reckoned with here, with the Queen of Swords, right? With the Nine of Cups, you also think that they see you as some kind of wish fulfillment, or somebody that is going to fulfill them, right? But there's definitely also some issues around here. So maybe there are some issues. So maybe something is, it could be that this situation as well is a third party situation. That might be what's going on for some of you, or there's a third element involved in this situation. Maybe you think you might think your person is stalling in some way, or is not being, there's something about holding back or being stuck. Yeah, so the situation might be stuck, or you might feel like your person is kind of stuck and they're holding back, and they're not being entirely honest, or they're not moving the situation forward in the way that you want them to. The Five of Wands here, it could be that you there might be some kind of fight or competition here. So maybe for many of you, it might be a third element, or there's some competition in this situation, right? With the Five of Wands here. And there's something about, there might be some trust issues as well. I feel like maybe you either think your person is being dishonest, or they're not being open with how they're feeling, or they can't be open with how they're feeling because of the situation that you are in. Maybe somebody is in a committed relationship here. Maybe there's a marriage in this, for some people, maybe there's a marriage involved in this connection. Whether you're the person in the marriage or you're the third party, I'm not really sure. But there could be something like that, because we've got the two queens here, but we've also got the two energies of them finding you very, very, very attractive. I think you think they feel that you're very confident. And again, you're not going to be fooled easily. You've got clear boundaries. But you are very charismatic, very attractive, and in some ways a wish fulfillment for this person. So this could be like a hidden situation. If you're asking about, maybe this person is, I don't know, somebody that you like, but it's kind of hidden. So maybe it's a hidden crush, or a hidden relationship, or because we've got this Seven of Swords, so it might not be in full sight. So there's something like that going on here, but I think you feel that your person sees you as some sort of wish fulfillment. Maybe you're hoping that they want to fight for you, or that they want to compete for you or get you. But there's something stuck in the situation, right? There's something stuck here, or there's something, or it could be as well that you think your person is trying to get a different perspective. So if you're in separation, for example, maybe you think that this person is taking a lot of time to reflect, to think about the connection, to think about the relationship, to think about you, and that they still see you as some sort of wish fulfillment, someone that they want to fight for. But there could be some competition for your person's affection. So it could be that there's, like I say, there's 3 people in the connection here. Okay, so if that doesn't sound anything like your situation, you might want to listen to another pile. But what do we have here? We've also got zodiac signs. We've got Leo. We've got Pisces. Obviously, we've also got Sagittarius and Aries. We've got Pisces again, and we've got all the air signs of Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Let's get out some oracle cards on how you think they feel. Let's see, so how does pile number 1 think their person feels currently about them? How does pile number 1 think their person feels currently about them? The Bear and Cedar with leadership. Yeah, you might thinking that they want to, somehow they want to take charge of this situation, or they want to, yeah, move it on, or move it to the next level. You might think that. You might think that they partly want to do that, but there was also partly something stuck or holding them back. How do you think, how does pile number 1 think their person feels about them? How does pile number 1 think their person feels about them? Memory, Rosemary. Yeah, it could be that if you're in separation, you're thinking that they're spending a lot of time, like I said with the Hangman, thinking about the connection, thinking of having a lot of good memories, something like that with the Rosemary, because that is all about remembrance. Yeah, looking back, being nostalgic. Okay, so that's that. So let's now look at how they are really feeling. So how is pile number 1's person really feeling about pile number 1? Please, can you make this helpful for pile number 1 and easy for me to read? So how is pile number 1's person really feeling about pile number 1? We've got the Tower. We've got the Lovers. We've got the 2 of Wands. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. I've got to take that one. And we've got the 5 of Swords, right. And the Knight of Cups. It's interesting because the overarching energy is the Knight of Cups, which is, you know, feeling romantic, feeling very romantic towards you and towards the connection, and maybe wanting to take steps in a romantic way. Okay, and you do have the Lovers card here, right, which is right under your 9 of Cups. So I think this person does feel that this relationship is very, very, very significant, for sure. But I feel like there might have been something in it where maybe there was a 3rd element, or maybe there's a 3rd element here, because the Lovers is always about choices, making choices between the love that you really want and the love that is expected of you to have by those people around you. So, and it also comes right next to the 2 of Wands, which is also about making choices. So, I feel like this person, to be honest, is making a choice for you, and that's mainly because you've got the Knight of Cups here, and yeah, and you've got the Temperance right underneath it. So if there's a choice that this person is having to make, I feel like they're choosing you, because the 5 of Swords, funny enough, is all about winners and losers, right? It's all about a battle being won. So some people have won the battle and some people have lost the battle. So I feel like something is being given up for this person in order for them to be with you. So this kind of energy that I was picking up of you wanting somebody to fight for you, or to, yeah, there's some sort of competition and they have to kind of fight for you. and they're doing a lot of reflection. I think that is the case. I think this person is in the process of choosing you, but it might mean that something else is falling as a result. Maybe something, if you've been in separation, maybe it did fall. Maybe you did fall, you and them. Maybe the situation came to an end in a very sudden, abrupt and painful way. But this person is now deciding, right, to choose you, because the Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity. It's a card of giving. So something has happened where this person maybe has, if you're in separation, this person has done a lot of reflecting and they now want to give it to the situation. But it's something about, I feel like something has had to be let go of, or they've learned from something that has been let go of and have realised that they want to be with you, that they want to come forwards in a romantic way, and that they want balance. So I feel like from these cards that this person feels like you can trust them, right? They feel like you can trust them. I know something that was maybe there are some issues of distrust, or maybe you felt some issues of distrust, or maybe something was hidden, something was secret. So again, maybe you're in separation, you're hidden from each other, you are not in contact, something like that. But this person definitely has romantic feelings towards you, wants balance between the two of you, wants healing, I would say. That's the current energy. But they might need to, something might need to go, or might need to fall, and they might need to sacrifice something and make a choice for you. And I feel like this person is willing or wanting to do that now. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what I'm picking up here. They definitely want to give back to the situation for sure, and they see you and them as a very significant. It's funny because you got your initial card was the Four of Wands, which is a very strong card, again around relationships and sort of soul bonds, and you've also got the Lovers, and again that's a very significant card to have in a love reading, especially when you're asking how do they really feel about you. So okay, so what have we got in terms of zodiac signs? So we've got Gemini, we've also got Aries, we have got Taurus energy, and we've got Aquarius energy, and also Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Sagittarius. Okay, so let's see if we can get out some messages, shall we? What messages are there for pile number one in this reading, please? Oh, actually, no. Let's have another oracle card on how they really feel. So how does pile number one's person really feel? How do they really feel? Love. My goodness, pile number one. Love. I don't think I've ever drawn this card out of this pack. Wow, amazing. Love. And let's get another one of these cards. Let's move that up so you can actually see that. Okay. How are they really feeling about pile number one? How are they really feeling? And we have the Goat and Willow with overcoming obstacles. So yeah, there's definitely, I feel like there has been obstacles in this situation for sure. But this person is now feeling like they want to overcome those obstacles. Let's see what the messages say. How is pile number one's person really feeling? Spiritual. Your spiritual journey is beginning. Feelings. Take time out to explore the deep emotions you are experiencing. Wow, look at that. True love. True love comes when you least expect it. My goodness, pile number one. We've had love and we've had true love. So there you go. I'm going to leave it there, and I hope that you enjoyed the reading. If you did, then please do give me a thumbs up. Subscribe, hit the bell if you want to hear more, follow me, and maybe leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. But otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number two, and welcome back to your reading. So today we are asking, How do how do you think your person is really feeling about you versus how they are really feeling about you, I suppose. Or, do they really feel the way you think they do, or do they feel something different? So you chose to come into the reading under the Seven of Cups with the Rainbow Tarot deck, or one of the many Rainbow Tarot decks, plus this little angel heart here. Beautiful little angel heart. So I'm going to put that there so we can see it. How are you all doing? Is everyone doing well? Sending you all my love and light. I was saying in pile number 1, that as I shoot this reading, it's actually International Moon Day, which is such a lovely day to have, isn't it? So I thought I'd get my moon out in honour of that, in honour of our sort of, ongoing fascination, I guess, with the moon, really. Such a beautiful star. So anyway, let's get straight to it. So just letting you know, of course, that today is a general reading, so please just take the messages that resonate, and it's also timeless. So in order to do this, do they really feel the way you think they do versus or something else? I'm going to get some oracle cards out first, and then we are going to get it straight into how you think they are feeling, and also then afterwards we're going to look at how they actually feel, how they really feel. So let's get straight to it. Let's get out one of these oracle cards. So how does pile number 2 think their person currently feels about them? How does pile number 2 think their person currently feels about them? And this is also a good way for you to check that's the right pile. So how does pile number 2 think their person currently feels about them? Energy with the orange here. Okay. All right. Let's have one of these. How does pile number 2 think their person currently feels about them? How does pile number 2 please think their person currently feels about them? A dragonfly and pansy with balance. Okay. All right, so let's get out some tarot. How does pile number 2 think their person really feels about them? Hanged Man. 9 of Wands, 6 of Cups, the Strength card, the Emperor, and the Page of Swords here. Okay, so with the it's not the Six of Cups, sorry, the 6 of Cups here being central, I think you think that they feel a deep connection with you, right? Because the 6 of Cups is a sort of deep bond, really. It's a bit of a soul bond here. You might feel as well that you share a lot of history, that you you have this kind of long-standing connection, whether in actual reality or whether there's kind of like a soul bond. You think there's some sort of soul bond or soul connection. You might be thinking, if you're in separation from this person, which you might be thinking that they're doing a lot of reminiscing, that they've got a lot of nostalgia for you, that they're looking back over memories, that they that they feel that they have a lot of fond memories of you or fondness towards you. But if you're with them, essentially, I think you believe that they feel that there's a strong bond between the two of you. And maybe you've been together a long time. For some of you, you might have been with this person for a long time or known this person for a long time, and there's a deep bond. But you feel it could be as well that you feel that this person is a little bit exhausted with the Nine of Wands here, exhausted in the connection. It's funny because you've got the energy here, right? So maybe you feel that they're exhausted, but they've still got the energy for the relationship. They still want to be in the relationship. But there's something that's kind of like, maybe you've been through the mill a bit in this relationship. Maybe you've had a few wounds. Maybe you've gone through a few things together. Maybe a person has been through it a little bit in the connection, but you still feel that they've got energy for this relationship. If you're in separation, it could be that you're feeling that this person is still wanting to fight for this connection, is having some sort of realizations, or is spending a lot of time reflecting and thinking, and hopefully what you're hoping is that they're changing, or you're thinking that they're somehow changing their perspective, right? Changing the way that they look at it. Again, there's this strength. So it could be that you feel that this person wants to heal something with you, right? That there's some healing that they want in this connection, okay? And that they're thinking about that. But I feel like for many of you, this might be a part of you not being with this person, right? So it could be that for many of you, you're not actually with this person, you come into separation from them. That's just how I'm kind of feeling here with this one, because it could be that something's stuck, right? So you might think that this person also feels that something's kind of stuck in this situation. There needs to be a different view, or a different point of view, or a different perspective. Maybe there needs to be some healing. And with the with the Emperor here, maybe you feel like your person is coming up with some kind of plan or strategy to communicate with you, to connect with you, right? The Page of Swords is also a card of curiosity. So if you are in separation, you are thinking this person is still very interested in you, still loves you, wants healing in the situation, wants to see it from a new perspective, wants to make a strategy or a plan to move forward, to have the energy to move forward, to create balance again. And they're very curious about you still. And maybe at the moment, things are a little bit up in the air here with the Seven of Cups, because that's like a bit of a dream kind of energy. It's also a card of having many choices, many options. So maybe things aren't certain. So maybe you feel like there's uncertainty in the situation, or it's not clear, the situation isn't clear, but you definitely feel your person loves you, wants healing in the situation, wants to have a strategy or a plan about how to move forward, is looking at things from a new perspective or a new way of doing things, and wants to either communicate with you, message you, or is very curious still about you, is not lost interest in the relationship, is still very much focused, in fact, on the relationship for sure, right? That is how you think your person is currently feeling. So what do we see? So we've got Pisces, we've got Leo, we've got Aries, we've got Sagittarius, and we have got Scorpio energy, as well as Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. Okay, so that's how you're thinking they're feeling. Let's now take a look and see how they are actually feeling, or how they're really feeling about you. Okay, so let's get the tarot out. So how is pile number two's person really feeling about pile number two? How are they actually really feeling? So we've got the Devil, just flipped out. How are they really feeling about pile number two? Got the Hermit. We've got the Five of Swords. We've got the Knight of Cups. And we've got Temperance. It's interesting, really, because... and then we've got the Tower. Now, all these cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, came out in this part of the reading in pile number 1. So if you felt a little bit drawn to pile number 1, you might want to listen to pile number 1. How are they really feeling? So at the moment, the current energy is the Tower. which says to me that they may be, their feelings might be very, they might be feeling very unstable at the moment with the Tower energy here. And that would kind of go with the Seven of Cups, because it's a very sort of like, it's an energy which isn't clear. It's an energy which isn't stable or certain. And that goes well with the Tower. So I feel like this person is very, 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 their emotions might be all over the place. Yeah, there's a lot of tumultuous emotions here. It's basically an instability. It's a feeling of instability. Something has been, so if you've, and I feel like for many of you probably have come into separation with this person. I feel like that separation has really affected or impacted your person here, and their sense of security and stability, right? So everything's a bit wishy-washy and all over the place, okay, in this connection. I think they feel with these two cards that they definitely want to have balance restored, because you've got the Temperance and you've got the Knight of Cups ending the reading. So this person definitely wants reconciliation, right? So if you were thinking that they were nostalgic, looking back, you're right. I feel like this person does want reconciliation here, does want to come forward in a romantic way, does want to make a gesture, does want to make an approach, is interested in you still romantically, and wants healing, right? They definitely want healing. They don't want this tumultuous energy, which is where it is currently. Now, it may have been that you've had, I don't know, maybe you've had a row. If you're with someone, maybe you've had a row or an argument, or it's, you know, there's something that's happened that needs healing. I feel like this person also wants healing. Yeah, they also want healing and balance for sure. I feel like this card really, maybe if something, just for some of you, maybe if something came into separation at the time, it felt like it was the right thing. I think this person, if that person felt it was the right thing at the time, I think they probably regret that now. I think they probably realised that it wasn't the right thing. It wasn't the right thing. Because if they might have had maybe they had a temporary win in separating or coming apart from you, but in actual fact, this card is always about, it is a card about winners and losers, but it's always the winner that's not, it's a bit of an empty win. It's not really a real win. So there's something about it that's, you know, if somebody's feeling like they've come off a winner, or your person felt like they've come off a winner, it's not really a wholesome win, if you know what I mean. So there's probably a lot of regret. I would say a lot of regret around that. Certainly your person has is feeling like they are doing a lot of reflection, a bit like you think they're doing a lot of reflection here with the Hangman. The Hermit is the same. So they've been on there, they are on their own, right? They spent a lot of time on their own, and a lot of time going inwards. And maybe there was some negativity or some shadow that they had to work on, some shadow in the connection, some shadow in them, some negativity, some limiting behaviour, limiting belief, limiting negative issue or way of thinking that they've had to do a lot of reflecting on, really, here. Which I think they are doing, because it comes right under the Hangman again, which is your... So there could have been something that there's some sort of shadow in them that caused this to come into separation, or that's causing problems in the relationship. And I think this person is doing a lot of reflecting about that. A lot of soul searching is going on within that and about that, right? And as a result, they would like to come towards you romantically and create balance, right? Because they don't like where it is currently. It could also be that this person has a lot of desire. still has a lot of desire. It's funny that I felt they might have a lot of sexual desire as well towards you, because I had that little slip up here, didn't I? So I feel like there might be a lot of physical attraction towards you as well, with the Devil card here. There might be thinking obsessively about the connection. So there might be a lot of obsessive thinking, reflecting, sort of soul searching here. But I feel it's also something about them feeling that they, recognising maybe that they have a shadow to them, a shadow side, which impacts either impacted or impacts the relationship in a bad way, in a negative way, and that they have been doing a lot of work on that and want to continue to do a lot of work on that, because maybe that shadow was a thing that brought something lovely in separation, and it isn't in the win, the hit, right? The initial hit or the win of that isn't really worth it, and so maybe they've reflected on that. So maybe some of their behaviours were that they just wanted to please themselves, they were selfish, they behaved in ways which maybe didn't really consider you. And I think there's something about them realising that that's that's not how they want to be anymore. That's not what they want anymore. Because maybe they've, realised through loss of something how important this connection is to them. And if you're with them, there's a lot of, I think there's them trying to gain a lot of awareness or understanding or looking at this shadow element of themselves, right? And then, so doing a kind of lot of inner work, maybe a lot of healing, and then wanting to come forwards and create balance with you. Okay, so what do we have? So we've got Capricorn, we've got Virgo, we've got Aquarius, Pisces, and Sagittarius. Let's get out some oracle cards. How does pile number 2's person really feel about pile number 2? Emotion with the cucumber here. Yeah, I feel like there is a lot of emotion here. Maybe with this little moon here, sort of a lot of deep emotion, maybe hidden emotion. We did have that reference to the moon, didn't we, here? Sort of a lot of depth to how they're feeling. How is pile number 2's person really feeling towards pile number 2? Strength, the elk and ash. Maybe after all this work on themselves, they're feeling stronger in themselves, more in control. Because the devil is not someone who's very much in control of themselves. But it comes right next to the hermit, which is somebody who's gone inward and has tried to sort of like work on the demons, if you like, tried to work on themselves, find truth, find the light. Okay, so let's have some messages, shall we, for part number 2. How does their person really feel? What's going on? How does their person really feel? Got any messages? Attraction. Divine soul counterpart attraction transcends superficiality. Okay. I'm just going to move these up slightly so we can see our cards here. Right, how does part number 2's person really feel? Learn. Yeah, let love show you how to learn from each other. There's definitely something. This person definitely feels like they've learned something, or they're learning, they're evolving, really. And with these 2 cards here, intense. The intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. Right, okay, we're something intense here. And then what else do we have? Labyrinth. Even when you feel lost, there is always a way through the labyrinth. Yeah, things might be feeling with the 7 of Cups here. That is the sort of 7 of Cups energy. Your main card, a sort of sense of loss, of feeling lost and having lots of choices, not sure which way to go, being a bit, disorientated, not being stable, right? But this is saying even when you feel lost, there's always a way through the labyrinth. So this says that this person is feeling like, you know, we can move through this difficult time back towards each other, I guess. But anyway, pile number 2, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, do please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me, maybe leave a comment. But otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome back to your reading. So today we're looking at your person of interest, and we're asking, do they really feel the way you think they do, or do they feel somehow something different? So you have come into the reading under the Temperance card, which is part of the rainbow deck. There's quite a few rainbow decks these days, but this is one of them, and it's the Temperance card, plus a little blue butterfly here. So let's put our butterfly here for us to see in the reading. And I was saying in the other 2 readings that as I'm recording this reading, it is actually International Moon Day. And I didn't realise that there was an International Moon Day, but I saw it and I thought, fantastic. So I thought I'd get my little moon out here. And, you know, I think it's great to have a day dedicated to the moon, because it is such, you know, something that fascinates us always, isn't it? And always has done through time. So, yeah, so I thought I'd just put my moon here in honour of that. But anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Sending you lots of love and light as always. Reminding you today is a timeless general reading, so just take the messages that feel right for you. So as we ask, you know, do they really feel the way you think they do? We need to work out how you think they're feeling, and then we're going to look at how they're actually feeling. So let's get some tarot out first of all for pile number 3 on how pile number 3 think their person is currently feeling. So how does pile number 3 think their person is currently feeling about them? So we have the World, right? That's to cover it all up, obviously because of the YouTube rules. So that's to cover up some of the artwork that shows nudity. So how does pile number 3 think their person currently feels about them? This one, which is 2 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, the 3 of Swords, and Hangman. Interesting. And currently, the current energy is the 5 of Cups. So the current energy is the 5 of Cups, which is that you think that they may be feeling a sense of loss in this situation, hurt, upset. Maybe you're also feeling a sense of hurt and upset. But we do have this 3 of Swords here as well. So again, that's about loss, separation, heartache. So it could be that something's happened in this connection, in the sense that maybe you've come into separation, or maybe you've had a row, or maybe there's been something to cause heartache in the situation, in the relationship. And you think that your person is really feeling that sense of hurt and loss. Now, if you have come into separation, you might be thinking that this person is doing a lot of reflecting on that with the Hangman. Feels stuck. So maybe they haven't moved on, or they're still thinking about the situation. They're spending a lot of time trying to gain enlightenment, maybe, about what went down, trying to have realizations. So still very much focused on the relationship and feeling stuck and also uncomfortable. So there is a sense of discomfort and pain that you think your person is feeling, right? But it could also be, it could be as well that you think your person, so something might have ended, right? Because the World is the ending of a cycle. So maybe the relationship ended. But you feel like your person wants to reconnect, reconcile maybe, with the 2 of Cups here, and for the situation to be recognised and victorious again, right? It could also be that you feel your person is a bit confused at the moment in their feelings. So maybe they wanted something to end, right? But they feel this pain, this you know, this kind of sense of stuckness. Yeah, but there's something about them feeling. I've lost my train of thought there. Now, why is that? Maybe they feel a little bit confused. Yeah. And that might be why I'm feeling it. I feel a little bit confused. So maybe suddenly I just feel a little bit confused. So maybe they're feeling a little bit confused in, maybe you think they're feeling a little bit confused in their feelings, or maybe they're giving mixed messages. Yeah, you could be feeling that they're giving mixed messages. So maybe they're giving mixed messages in that they kind of want to be with you or want to be connected with you, but at the same time, maybe they pull back, or they sabotage the situation, or they create blocks or obstacles, something like that. And that would go with a balance here, because maybe there needs to be balance, you know, balance needs to be restored, or maybe it's not balanced. You think this person is feeling that the situation isn't balanced or something. But there's definitely something about them with the Five of Cups, kind of feeling, you think they're feeling a sense of loss or disappointment. It's not about being disappointed, being upset. Yeah, maybe also just being confused somehow. But it could also be that you feel that they are wanting reconciliation. That they're wanting a deep bond that you think they're feeling about you and them. Because the Two of Cups is like a deep bond, is a deep bond of friendship, to be somehow restored, for it to be kind of recognised again. Maybe that was the situation. Maybe you had a really good relationship with this person, or you thought you had a really good relationship with this person, and then suddenly it ended, right? And you think this person is suffering as a result of that, right? Is really suffering and really going inwards and trying to think about maybe how to bring things back into balance, or how to restore balance, how to restore healing, something like that. Now that doesn't sound like how you think your person is feeling, doesn't resonate with you, then you might want us to do another pile. But what have we got in terms of zodiac signs? So we've got Cancer, we've got Leo, we've also got Libra, Pisces, and we've got Scorpio. Let's get out some oracle cards on how does pile number 3 think their person is feeling. So you might think that they want to restore balance, or they want to restore healing, or they want to have healing in this situation. How does pile number 3 think their person is feeling? Ritual, sweet call. Okay. Card number 10. How does pile number 3 think their person is feeling? Oh, I've got 2 that have come out there. I'm just going to take them. So we've got the otter and the cat owl. The cat owl with peace. Okay, with peace. And then we've also got the trout and the lily of the valley with purification. Yeah, maybe you're thinking they want to have peace, they want to have balance, they want to purify the situation, they want to get rid of the toxins. Something like that. They're changing their perspective, or they're spending time trying to work out a new way of doing things with you. They haven't let go of the relationship. They want a new cycle. Maybe it is that you feel, or you think that they are feeling that they want a new cycle with you. Something like that. But let's get out some tarot now on how they're actually feeling. So how is pile number 3's person actually feeling? How are they really feeling about pile number 3? How is pile number 3's person really feeling about pile number 3? So we've got the Page of Cups, the Empress, oh my goodness, the Nine of Cups. How are they really feeling? I'm not going to take all of those. How are they really feeling? Please, thank you. The Ten of Swords, and I feel like it's this top one, which is the Seven of Pentacles. And the Four of Swords. Yeah, something's definitely... I feel like the current energy is definitely one of disappointment, loss, maybe separation. Maybe with the Four of Swords. If the Four of Swords is the overarching energy, and that is a card of... it is a card of healing, but it's a card of needing to rest, right? Needing respite. So it could be that the situation is in separation, or this person is healing, is going through some sort of healing process here with the Four of Swords, right? Because I think something happened here that was very painful. From what I can see, this person felt it. Comes right under your Three of Swords in how you think they are feeling, which is very hurt and in a lot of pain. And yeah, you're right. They are feeling very hurt and in a lot of pain. Got all these swords. This card's a very good depiction of the Ten of Swords. You can really see. Maybe this person feels betrayed or felt betrayed. I don't know. Or there was some betrayal in the situation or in the relationship. I'm not saying you betrayed them. I'm just saying they might feel there was a sense of betrayal somewhere within it. But what I would say is this with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is like a little card of, can be in a card of an apology. So maybe this person feels that they want to make some sort of an apology or connection or message or something like that with you in a loving way. So the Page of Cups is sort of like a loving message or a loving apology. It's also, sometimes it has a little bit of a crush energy. So there's definitely some emotion here, some feeling here. And the Empress is about growth. Essentially, it's about growth, facility, abundance. So I would say of all these cards here, they are feeling like you are still some sort of wish fulfillment for them, right? You are still somebody that they want to be with. Somebody who really, really, really emotionally satisfies them, who is like a bit of a wish come true, a dream come true. So you are still somebody that they dream about, that they care about very deeply. You're also somebody that they still feel very, very, very attracted to, still feel very loving towards. The Empress is also about care and nurture. So I would say this person is feeling that they want to care and nurture the relationship. It comes right under where you felt, or you thought that this person thought that this was a bit of a soul bond or deep connection, and they do feel that, and they want to continue to grow that here with the Empress card, I would say. But there's something also with the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is about loss. It's about something dying, something having been very painful, but it also signifies a new dawn, right? Because the Ten of Swords is always, there's a little glimmer of light on the horizon, because when something has ended, yeah, like you thought something, maybe, this situation has ended, the cycle ended, there's always a new dawn, a new cycle to begin, a new start, a new beginning. So this person definitely felt the pain of the end, or felt the pain of, or feels the pain in this situation, even if it hasn't ended. You might be going through a lot of pain. Maybe you are on the brinks of ending or something like that, and this person is feeling that deeply, but still has a glimmer of hope, still has hope for this situation, for sure. And with the Seven of Pentacles, that's about investment. That's about reinvestment. That's about investing in something. That's about building something. That's about nurturing and growing something again. So this person definitely wants to... so you thinking that they were reflecting, having realizations is correct. They are doing that. They have done that. And they've realised that they want to reinvest or invest in this relationship slowly. So what I get is a sense of slowness. I don't get a sense of quick energy. So I think things will be done slowly. But it's definitely apt that you've got the Temperance card, because that is all about healing. And I feel like this person really wants to heal somehow this relationship, whatever went down in this relationship. I feel there's something here that's gone down in it that's caused hurt and suffering. They want to heal that. And also, of course, you've got the salmon and the trout. Sorry, not the trout, but it reminded me. Funny enough, I don't know why I said the salmon, because it's the trout and the lily of the valley, but it reminded me of that salmon kind of swimming upstream, you know, like against the obstacles, just trying to get through and somehow to get to the end, really. So I feel like this person is willing to maybe fight for this situation, or to get it back into balance, to put work back into it, to build it back up again here with the Seven of Pentacles. But at the moment, it could be that it's in separation, or there's a sense of loss to it, or maybe this person is feeling quite unwell. Could be that they're feeling quite low in spirits, and really needing to rest and recuperate and heal. Okay, but I think in that time of healing, they are thinking a lot about the relationship, thinking a lot about you, and their desire is to reinvest, to reconnect, and to balance this situation again. But let's get out some oracle cards for how they are feeling. How are they really feeling then? How is pile number 3's person really feeling? How is pile number 3's person really feeling? Energy. This came out in pile number 2. So they might be getting renewed energy, having had time to rest. Maybe they're building up their energy again for the relationship. How are they really feeling towards pile number 3? The horse and the bluebell with a modest fortitude. So that's about strength, isn't it? So maybe there's something about this person needing to get their strength back, or having renewed vigour or strength for this relationship, having gone through some sort of healing process. Let's move these up. Let's get some messages. Did we do, I don't think we did do zodiac signs. So obviously we've got all of the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Gemini, Taurus again, and also Libra energy. Let's get out some messages. So how is pile number 3's person really feeling about pile number 3, please? How are they feeling about pile number 3? Surprise. You may be about to be surprised. Maybe they're going to surprise you in some way with coming forward. Feelings. Take time out to explore the deep emotions you are experiencing. How are they really feeling, please? Yin and Yang. Like the Yin Yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. Okay. Learn. Let love show you how to learn from each other. This one came out in pile number 2. Yeah, so maybe there's something here in this where you've done some learning, you've done some healing, you've done some growing, and maybe this person is looking for a renewed cycle, or another chance, another opportunity with you, pile number 3. But that is where I'm going to leave it. I hope you liked the reading. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, leave a message, follow me, subscribe, hit the bell, all of that. But otherwise, have a great day, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.